community, Dave the Pickup Artist, with you for another round of Psychedelic Sunday, where the cost of one admission is your mind. And of course, this week we've got some new pickups and a few hiccups. So let's get started. I got a antique store about 3 miles away from here on the creek, and I used to go in there a lot and find stuff. I haven't been in there as much as I used to, but I ducked in there the other day, and this guy's got a booth where he marks just about all his records by the Discogs price guidelines. So I checked that booth out, and I found an album I didn't have. We got The Mighty Quinn by Manfred Mann. This is actually their last album.
Gets here, everybody's gonna jump for joy. Come on, guys, come on with it. You will not see nothing like the mighty Quinn. We got us some good uns.
Earlier in the year, I picked up their first album. I found their first album. So yeah, I'm glad to pick this one up. They did, I think, 5 or 6 albums. The leader, of course, was Manfred Mann, usually the guy in the glasses. I think Klaus Vormann was also on this album playing bass. After this album, Manfred Mann formed other bands, most notably the Manfred Mann's Earth Band. And I love this album cover too.
This is your fault,
And it's on Mercury. That was a great pickup. Next, we've got the 13th Floor Elevators, We Are Not Live. This is, of course, the Record Store Day release from a few weeks ago. I paid, now if you see that sticker, it says $27.99. I actually paid a lot less than that. I think I paid $22 or something for this. Yes, that's right. You got up early on Record Store Day and paid $30 or $40 for this album. I stayed in bed, and a couple weeks later I got it for half that price.
You didn't check True Logo.
Just saying.
You didn't check
And it's
True
good.
Logo.
A big barbecue.
You didn't check True Logo.
They erased all the crowd noise from, I guess, a boxing match, and it sounds amazing. I mean, it's they almost cleaned it up too much. You know, these guys weren't a very clean band, but. Interesting, and I'm glad to pick this up for a great price.
What? You didn't check Trivago.
So these guys have been putting out a record store day release every year for at least the last 3 years. The last one was their show from Houston, the often bootlegged Houston show. This is a little bit rougher around the edges than the We Are Not Live album. Obviously, it's also a mono mix, which I don't know if that We Are Not Live is. I think they mixed that for stereo. And the year before that, they put out Bull of the Woods, the last 13th Floor Elevators album, and they recreated the international label. So the question is, what next year? What are they going to do next year? Because they're running out of stuff. I'm thinking they may put out the reunion show album, although that one doesn't contain Roky Erickson. He was, I don't know, but actually the Bull of the Woods album, Roky isn't in a lot, and it's still a great album, so I don't know. I haven't heard that reunion album. I'll have to give it a listen. But if anybody has any idea what the next 13th Floor Elevators record store day release is, let me know. Next, I've got a newly remastered album in mono. We've got the first Zombies album, Begin Here. The first album, and this has a lot of singles. 2 of these singles were hits, and yeah, this is where it started. I believe most of these songs are from 64 and 65. This band has been around just as long as the Rolling Stones, and they're still touring. The 2 leaders of the band are Colin Blumstone and Rod Argent. They actually met in the early 60s. Blumstone was busking outside of a pub when he ran into Argent, and the 2 struck up a conversation. They weren't old enough to go into the pub, but they came up with the idea, or Argent came up with the idea. He said, well, you sing and I'll play keyboards. And that's what they did. They recruited 3 other members, and the rest is history. There's a lot of early R&B type stuff on here.
How dare you talk about
Your mother.
it's summertime and living is easy. The fish are jumping and the garden is high. Your dad is rich and your mama's good looking. Shut up. I did not. Damn it.
course, the major single was Rod Argent's She's Not There.
They're trying to find her, she's not there. Well, let me tell you about the way she loved it, the way she had the color of her hair. Her voice was soft and cool, her eyes were clear and bright, but she's not
there. Which went, definitely went up the charts. And yeah, this is a nice companion piece to their last album, Odyssey and Oracle. In mono, too. I think I said that. But forward by David Frick. I think he was a writer for Rolling Stone. Yeah, glad to add this. Looking for the UK singles now, which are nearly impossible to find in Florida. On this day in 1948, Bill Bruford was born. Bill was, of course, in Yes, started off in Yes.
The beginning of the band was kind of a blur of events happening pretty quickly, mostly based with John hustling out work, interesting work, often at clubs. There was a great club of the day called Blazes, and I seem to remember we got a gig there because Sly and the Family Stone had cancelled. We seemed to play the Albert Hall quite a bit with various bands, and then a record contract came so quickly and so thin. And this record company was the contract about 5 pages long. I don't even remember signing it. We never looked for a record contract. There was just always a record contract there. I understand nowadays you have to work a lot harder to find a record deal.
What was it like in those days?
In those days, there were so many bands and so many groups, and to put it in context, you must understand the industry is in size per annum.
Came in on the first album, and he lasted up until Fragile. After Fragile, he got out of the band and joined King Crimson. This is one of their 80s efforts. He was in and out of King Crimson, but he rejoined them in the 80s, and they put out this album called Discipline. Very cool. Bill Bruford, I guess you'd make him 78 today. Happy birthday, Bill Bruford. And that's all we've got this week, folks. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Take care.
You be a woman soon. I know my king on all the way. I'm not pretty girl. All they can say is, he's up here a crime. They never get tired of what they need, and I'll never know when I come around. Look, I'm gonna find. Don't let them make up your mind. Don't you know, girl? You be a woman soon. Please come take my hand. We need little girls. Girl, you be a woman too soon. Soon.